these things that they tryna say, but I already told them I would play a recess. Why they telling me I can't go
Excuse me.
recess?
Alright, on this episode. Alright, so. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm not in the sleep no more. And you know what that means. Y'all know what that means. I'm not in the sleep no more.
They tryna come with these other things, but I already told them I'ma play recess. They see how I keep working with technology. They tryna go invading recess. Baby tryna come every recess. Baby tryna change my recess. Baby acting like I don't see. Baby acting like it won't be. Baby just tryna move me. I'm okay with being just a little small. Miss Spidey. Somebody wanna be my Capri Sun. And I'm seeing where we going. I'm on it. I notice that they don't know what is Costa Rica. Just know they anticipate the pace of existence of knowing somebody gotta be and what we are from the end that didn't really have just an end on.
That's what it means. Well, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I went live on this channel already, goddamn, you know. And I was like, you know what? I keep going live on my other handle. And, you know, I talk to the audience, you know what I'm saying, and tell who, you know, and know from what I call Class of 2013 Manhunt Game, the audience thereof, you know what I'm saying. And, you know, y'all, you know what I'm saying, we know these two family relatives. They say there's more to it, like you not slick with the privacy policy. Excuse me, when you was in the suite talking just to the audience, and it's like, I act my age. It's not, it was, you know, y'all didn't expect me to make money? What do you mean I'm ain't slick? You mean I can, you know, we're not talking about I got older and changed. We're talking about since 0 years old, I anticipated to go in the suite and stack this way. I didn't live a life in my 10s, live a life in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? And got to the suite in my 20s. And I thought I was slick for living a life in single digit 10s and 20s for acting exactly the same. I thought I was slick by acting exactly the same. You know, I just hate when people say that, like when they be like, you ain't slick. And they never called you out for being slick, your persona, your character for being slick when you was younger. They might have said you was like evasive or quiet, but they never called you out of you think you slick. Like, you gotta watch him. He think he's slick. But then when my character starts thriving, that Class of 2013 Manhunt Game is not invited to, you know, certain individuals not invited to my household from single digits to double digits, you know what I'm saying, to whatever, until they put their head on right. And I get in the suite, and it's obvious that it's an inside job why I had to leave the suite, because who I was, as I was saying on the handle, if family just minded their damn business, as I had to leave a voicemail on this lady that told me not to call her mother no more, sister's phone, and I didn't cuss her out on the voicemail. I just say, stop talking about me. And it's not, no, you think you're slick. Like, you knew me as a kid. You never, anytime y'all called me downstairs, you never said you think you slick. And then the few times I counted my hand, I called you. It was never, oh, you think you're slick. So, to talk on the phone with your little sister, what's the problem? Instead of defend, when did Jermaine think he was slick? I thought he was helping us as foreigners. So that to turn in, you think you're slick. You get what I'm saying? So, that's very deep. That's very, very deep. But to not answer the phone when someone is not going to ask for a place to stay, not going to ask you to buy nothing for them, not going to even ask you for advice, going to ask kindly that you don't have to give the favor, just, which is why I said in the voice, you don't know me. To not answer the phone is to say you don't know me. To not answer the phone is to know niggas, when niggas talk in the street about, oh yeah, this person think they slick, and they never, it's to kill them. It's to maybe have 911 add up to a death threat. Like smoke screens and mirrors, police is not going to look into it and they're going to say freeze and shoot him, or he doesn't look wanted at his house, we can shoot him or rob him when he go outside. You know what I'm saying? To not answer the phone, first of all, I can't even talk to their father, my grandfather, about my hobbies. I'm trying to tell him, everything I'm saying. And I know I'm 30 years old. I don't think I can make it in sports. I don't have nobody behind me. You get what I'm saying? And to be telling me he don't want to hear that on his birthday. Like he wants to hear people using them for his TV. You know what I'm saying? Because we're your children, right? Oh, what's this? Right? You're a good parent, right? Or something like that. Like he want to hear that over a kid, over his grandson saying, I'm not asking for no money. I'm not asking to talk your head off. Is this something you would like to talk about? Because, in a room full of women and you watch sports and I make a lot of videos and you probably don't have time to watch my videos to get a briefing of why you don't have to worry about the class of 2013 Maryland game. People outside of that might shade it and they join in. Class of 2013 might join. But they knew their consequences why people shouldn't join in. And I say, oh, granddad, it's just this. I'm getting told, shut up, like I talked to you. That's like, okay, so you watch my videos. Because what are you talking about? Nobody wants to hear that. What are you talking about? Puts me in a publicity act or scene or show my publicity, because that's like a celebrity. That's why a celebrity might be mean to their family. They on tour all day. Then they come home and they talk about their music. Nobody wants to say, what are you talking about? I don't talk about my music to y'all. You cannot say, you always talking about your music. That is two different things. Oh, you trying to act modest, like we don't follow you. No, did you call me on tour and say, happy birthday, or thank you, or oh my God, you were in na today. I might go get ticket, or can I get free? No, you didn't. So when I see you, and I know my stardom or whatever publicity life is separated from when I see you. So that pissed me off, and I kept my manners. Then I'm chilling here, and I'm talking, and I'm listening to my name get bashed by people that got 10 toenails, and I didn't go to the hospital, like my whole toenail didn't come off. Let alone the toenail didn't come off, and I didn't go to the, y'all know those are the worst type of, so let alone foot nerve damage check. And I'm listening about both of them, and I'm like, how? And we're not saying that I'm holding a grudge that I have 9 toenails. So to not answer the phone is to try to one-sided kill me. What's the problem? So, what irked me was I couldn't talk to my granddad on his birthday though, but he said thank you for the great birthday, because I know it would have been great birthday or thank you for my birthday wishes without that. I'm saying that if I wasn't having those conversations, she wouldn't have felt the wanted in Georgia that y'all can't give. So, but that irked me to be like, nobody wants to hear about you in sports. And then laugh when I said the lawyer told me, I called lawyers and they told me good luck. Why did he say good luck? What you calling my your little sister that told me not to call her mother no more, and saying, well, what's the problem? You don't know why they said good luck that is being handled, and I'm talking to someone that's done construction work before social media, so no one don't believe the hype of Yellow Page and when it go to that type of technology. Noise is doing what noise is for the protection of thereof the things that come. So that's not what this is about though. It's just about, listen, not answering the phone just to PS that, then get on what's about. When I never talked to you and you used to laugh at your little sister for me coming downstairs quiet and it's this noise with but it's been taken to a higher extent since I lived in the suite, is beyond, keep me out of it. Do not backdoor your little sister, because she's having fun with playing with why you laughed at her when I get called downstairs, and then it's like, well, what did he do? I'm calling you to get the same what did he do, and you want to backdoor your sister. You want to peer pressure, hype her up, and then backdoor it, like she asked for it or something. So that being said, like I said, I've been on this handle since I've been here, but in the end, I already told him how I play and read. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to get on this handle and just soak in the thinking caps. More than 200 people with the thinking caps are making more than $1 billion, and where they at with it? Because they, the main curse people who hate that, give them space to think for themselves and accommodate me. Because I've never talked to anybody and not told them how they can make $1 billion or try to work it out, and they'd be like, oh, I ain't gotta do all that for how I'm trying to make more than that. You get what I'm saying? 2, like I said, the minimum is that amount. Type of understand. So, I had to get on this handle after I didn't cause all, in the end, once again, just because it's beyond me to be a grown man, because I'm 30 years old, getting talked to by 60-year-old telling me to stop talking to an 80-year-old. That's crazy. And really telling the 80-year-old to shut up. We don't care what you understand. It's what we say you understand or something since we're your kid. I don't know what type of maturity that is, but I'm just saying, because he knew I was talking construction work and I could talk it in sport theme. So, and he knew I wasn't, we're not looking for me to say, can you get me a construction work job? You get what I'm saying? We're not looking for me to say, do you know somewhere alone? You get what I'm saying? Nor are we looking for me to butter him up that he give me some money, but and a caring of a person knowing I'm speaking as I need to learn how to ask for help type of why they're trying to shut me up because they know how to ask their father for money or something. I'm the grandson. And that threw me off that I'm getting put to voicemail. And anytime my name was called, to the point I ain't gonna ask for all that, I ain't gonna do it. I moved, so he wanna get this merit. Like if I tell him to do something, he just does it. So we're not gonna ask him. That's not my motherfucking problem, okay? I've known, you know what I'm saying? I've helped everybody how much they want me to help them, and then because they saw I was getting disdain in the streets to talk, help, y'all want to stop that. So 2 years after this week, we can bash that? No. So once again, because it's actually kind of funny as I just got on this handle and I'm just feeling the knowing of it's just the main. And the other handles I developed new followings. So and they're just as that parent said, you're not getting followers because you're too aggressive. And so it feels good to have a good following of people that know that aggression as a nurturing vibe other than fear. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I said, Class 23 Manhunt game. It's they don't know what that live did when it's saved. You know what I'm saying? To watch it later or not, instead of people just knowing what noise was made and not looking for it. While that's the main thing. Social media was made for, but because I act blind to niggas hear noise in the air, then look up, and then they be like, oh, I knew what this noise was. They don't do that with me, and I make a lot of noise in Georgia. Like I said, I'm trying to talk to my grandfather, and I'm getting told nobody wants to hear that. You talk about that all day, and I'm like, well, who? You talk about that all day, all year. I lived alone for 2 years. I talk about what all day? You know what I'm saying? You're killing the vibe of us calling you cocky. Stop that. Talk about that in your videos and then sit pretty that you know what you're talking. No. That's not being informed of the situation. I talk about that all day. To whom? If you're the person of orientations, when people get hired, can new employees be like, oh, you talk about this all day? No, you gotta repeat this shit. No matter what is known, that you have the acknowledgement of knowledge. Just like I said, someone go on tour, you hear about them all day in Georgia, and then you get around your fam, and oh, we don't want to hear it. No, you don't want to hear. Everybody else that don't want to hear, raise your hand so I can know your smiles is fake, and we can put you in the right category because I wouldn't have opened my mouth. There's no way you're going to backdoor me with some pseudo care. Because that's the only why I'm going to talk about it. I need to figure out if you care or not. Like, that is crazy. I make me feel like a celebrity. That's what they do to celebrities. But, oh, don't come here and talk about. But you don't know what I'm talking. Yes, I do. No, you do not. You wasn't there. That's illegal. Do you want me to clean your slate or do you want to stay? What's the problem? So, like I said, I didn't leave no voicemail cussing nobody out, but I did have a heightened voice, annoyed. Because, oh, I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm like, yeah, get off the phone. That is not, that's not mature to talk. First of all, you're 30 years older than me and you're talking behind my back. Then when I call you, you're not answering the phone to clear up so I can figure out why she keep thinking it's me. Can you tell her it's not me? But then you text me and tell me in the suite, I'm Detective Webpoolz. Tell her this. We're not talking words. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, like I said, she called Lewis and like, what's the problem? Like knowing Detective Webpoolz. And they're not American. You know what I'm saying? And then you text me telling me, tell her. Y'all know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying by saying tell her. Okay. Cops can't even get someone to freeze like that. Let's say it like that. Well, that's 2013, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So now you see I'm that child. You text me, tell her this. I don't know why you tell her this. And I'm like, what are you asking me to do? Because I want y'all to understand what it means to be out the suite and can get called like 911. And then when I'm saying don't talk, and then when I'm talking to my grandfather about my auntie called me like I'm 911, how I can make things heavy or something and cleanup team come after, like I was saying on the other hand or something. At the White House example, if you trespass, it'll get heavy and the cleanup team is fast. That's why it's called Secret Service or whatever, between understanding of the name from the sound recommendation of what the requirements they got to meet to keep their job. I'm like, she understands what I'm talking about from she telling me to tell my mom, tell her. So let me tell you why they look at me like this. And you telling me to shut up. No one wants to hear that. Then you talk behind my back. What's the problem? To you, like, yeah. Like, so you instigated. You set me up. Because I didn't take to tell her, but I still try to do something the best as a great customer service that might lead to that's telling enough for me. Because I know what it'll lead to for her attention span. Like I said, set her own little sister up. And then I'm calling, it's going straight to voicemail, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the bad person. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. So boom, that right there is, you know what I'm saying? My dad's side of the family already know that. You know what I'm saying? Because, my grandma was the candy lady. You know what I'm saying? They already know, you know what I'm saying? Like they wish they could. But thankful that it's no ceiling. Like, but they wish that I was jumping the fence for, I would, like, my grandma was the candy lady. They was, you know what I'm saying? So Georgia understand. It's the clout of other shit trying to play with the understand. So then my mom's side of the family is the one with the clock that they can play dumb. And then they'll go to, like, so this is what I'm saying, right? Because I just want people to understand is my friends used to like tell me how my parents or parent at the time, because mom told me not to call her mother, is strict. And they would use that against me. And it's like, I'm not going to stay out. I'm going to make sure you get home safe. I'm known for doing that. Like, I'm known for having an umbrella over someone else's head while it's raining as a kid and walking them to the, you know what I'm saying? I'm known for taking the blame when I'm not supposed to be blamed. You get what I'm saying? No matter how the cloud might shroud, if someone put their hands on me first, you know what I'm saying, and then overreacted, right? Because if the air is shrouded, you're going to script. That's okay. So, claim my city up and down. I'm known for people throwing me under the bus. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. So, when it come down to, you get what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that I'll apologize if there's no reason to, but when it comes to like, and not being fair consequences, I'm gonna wait for the right time to speak. I'm not gonna let someone think that they can unfair me because I'm quick to take responsibility of someone else's actions. So, yeah, I just wanted to be understood. I'm here, goddamn. The same way, you know what I'm saying? The same way niggas used to pull up on me at when I lived at what's the name? And this is the same vibe. And I was 2 years in the suite, and nobody had no money plays. And like I said, by that type of understanding of knowing my family know me, the only way that I didn't maneuver past the suite instead of coming here is an in-house job. That's the only way. That's the only way. The only way. But what it also pertains to is the understanding of a new jurisdiction of authority, and whoever can keep their job probably did their homework already. Down to the people, even the people that are on the balcony, to act as if they should keep their job. And what's the problem? Because it's just like that shit was crazy to me. Like, you talking about a kid, and my dad said it too. The man was a quiet kid though. Like, and it's because like I was saying on the handle, it's like this is how polite I am. People can claim me. Oh, I'll take that and I'll give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Or he doesn't need that. I'm his mother. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's been doing. And it's like, you can't do that. You can't even do that if you was a kid. And still did. And now I'm a grown man and still doing that with what the privacy policy and tell her. And I'm like, that's your little sister. You know your little sister, and I will, okay, won't go to jail for that, but will, pertain to like confirm the situation that she might overdo something. Y'all get what I'm saying with siblings wish bad on it? Okay. And then she's telling the youngest, and I might not want to call her mother no more for talking to someone that talk like that. And she said not to call her mother, but I still have a heart enough not to like all I'm trying to say is I can count on my hands how many times I call you. I don't call my cousin, which is her daughter, and ask for help because I didn't want to lose the opportunity of clout of why I can't talk to my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Without it looking like I always think, like I said, like I'm a celebrity of the family. So I had the benefit of doubt that, when every time I got a deal like Fatal Attraction or got told to write some music, and I know my big cousin knowing she used to come to us, her little cousins, and tell us about what we might be hip of before she got into the industry for what she's in the industry for, or side of it between to engulf it, and she would see we hip, so how we was hip and she was hip, you know what I'm saying? And then I got Fatal Attraction, and I did a great job with the job, and then, or she knew she can always call us a name for, like I said, like always. And I didn't go breathe down her neck and be like, come on, we got something going. Because I see that in the air. Because I like my publicity anyway. And she was like, well, you are an actor. Like, when I saw she like, you are an actor. Like, how I'm hip, I'm it. So them trying to downplay you haven't become nothing. It's okay. Me and my family relatives that are around the age of less than 2 decades older than someone know what's going on. Okay? And when someone's like more than 3 decades older than someone, you too, the kid has the right to go talk to them about how they play in recess instead of it looking like they're stalked, and they understand for their stalking of stalked information. So, yeah. So that being said, because like I said, 2 years in the suite, and that obviously it's an in-house job. Like I can explain it right in reverse. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People know about right in reverse. You know what I'm saying? And then it wasn't locals. I thought it was locals. I was talking to them. How they was, how I check locals since the city I'm from, and I ain't 39, camp. I ain't 39. Oh no. That's why I brought it right in reverse. You know what I'm saying? It was an in-house. So that being said, for whatever right in reverse means, it took to pertain to how weapon of mass destruction of being the way and talking behind me. Happy birthday 6 days for my birthday. My mom did before that too, doing that type of vibe, same shit. I'm just seeing what your sisters was gonna do. I was like, have you guys said that to any of my siblings? No, I was just saying what she says. Okay, so like I said, telling me to be like, tell your mother. That's not how America works. I'm sorry. So that being said, yeah, I don't know what I'm sitting here for, and I could do stuff of, because I remember I'm the youngest, so how I'm saying it, we probably trying to clog it like the oldest hearing that and knows what they might not have that ability, but have the ability because of their work shop, you know what I'm saying, and the benefits that come. So it's like all you got to do is clock in this time, and that would, something like how I say I ask for Thursdays, you know what I'm saying, in my videos, to because the vacation paid away from the shift of what's going on. So tell her, like, change how you operate, let her know. I'm not the oldest, I'm the youngest, hearing that. Like, I can imagine how you would have said that to another person. Like, tell her, I know I'm mature, but I'm still the youngest. Like that, you know, I gotta tell the older people that know you like that or some shit. Cause like I said, you answered the call like I wasn't that quiet kid. Now I'm just this loud mouth. Oh, we don't want to hear it, and I'm still the quiet kid. Like, tell, wow, I never thought you would try that with me. But all right, so boom. Just to, get the how atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Cause I wanted to do like a mature little flame real quick. Cause it's like, wait a minute. I'm just trying to be mature and modest of what I be hearing. Like, okay, the situation gonna be handled. In the end, that's very that's past disrespectful. That is treating America like the child you wish you could be in another place. And knew you couldn't do it there. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to someone else's house and do what you can't do at your house. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. So, yeah. But the main thing is meeting up with some people and figuring out, okay, so what we gonna do when it comes to like fun? Because I'm over here like, excuse me. I'm over here. I don't feel like playing no music. I'm about to play some. But no, so in the end, I be on my other handles, and it's because, I don't know why my followers don't go up for what I say. But my mom said, excuse me, the parents said it because she told me, I'm just being nice by saying, I really, that's proof that I'm just moving, because I really don't take kindly to someone telling me, like, some people never run into that level of authority. And they only picked it up because of how settled the people that was working there was appreciating that level of security asset, but it was entrepreneurship. Like I said, about tell tight vibe or what's the problem, and then I'm feeling comfortable here and shit. So neighborhood kid, neighborhood mom, by class of 2013 man game. This y'all know what I'm talking about without saying, what comes with being Zemaine type understanding. So I could have got shot for them reading the air, and it's saying, well, where is he signed up to do that? And that's very like, actually I think I did get shot, but I did what I had to do. Because you wanna know why I think I got shot? Or they tried to? This is my own. Y'all know me. On my other hand, I'm just giving a little visual. He tried to tell me what when they try to tell you what you reached. This is why I thought they was locals or rookies. He tried to tell me what he reached for. So I'm like, I must have got shot because, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't argue with them. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You can walk off. You know what I'm saying? You can walk off. I didn't even walk off. I turned. Like, we talking about, I made videos every day to try to dilute anybody trying to call me a problem, a threat, and it didn't work. That it did work. And all I did was turn. And I heard legalese. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, like saving his own ass type, and it's not saving it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, okay, on this level. So, you know, you think about it. Tell him he can't read. Somebody told him he couldn't reach for something. So, boom. You know what I'm saying? After that, I kid you not, y'all, I was about to be on my feet, and my mom and that at the time, because, you know, before she came out to call my mother, then liked all of these videos for that person to try that. And I had to tell them how my auntie's quick to goddamn say, tell her. So now I move like that, and because there's no paperwork or bookkeeping on it, I have to move like that. Everybody else is moving, touching shit, saying, what are you talking about? Like, they want me to criminalize myself for moving like that. But if I get water, and you goddamn go get water too after me, and I drink the water off, and then I'd be like, why did you go in the kitchen to get some water? And you go, what, I can't get no water? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bring up, no, I maybe someone else would, but no, I had just got water. I'm just wondering why. I'm gonna just be standing there and I'm like, no, I'm just saying. That doesn't mean I'm not moving to, I just got water. Excuse me. Y'all know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. She touched this shit and I'm moving like, tell them. It's like, and you know, class of 2013 band game, that's just I've always moved like this. So I did 2 years in the suite to show I'm unharmful, and it still didn't mean nothing. As I have a video where someone said in brown, she said in brown. Okay, I'm not gonna read into it because I understand the alibi, or like I said, it's not local. Well, wasn't locals, but the maturity to still say that. When beforehand, he already, what's the name, before you even said that. So, that being said, you get what I'm saying? When I came here, it was supposed to go back to like me probably hitting up old friends and then like the sweet days are over. Like, don't bring none of the stuff that the privacy policy made y'all hate me for to this place might get ran through because it doesn't have that same security asset from the mafia strip when it was the government and, you know, laying out that barrier of a tent. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it get heavy. So, but guess what? I bullet catch that we can act like it is for touching my shit, and this nigga doing whatever he doing. You know, so so that's why I'm live right now. Cause like I said, I was live before here on this handle, but they wasn't slowing down from when did I speed up? Like when did I think I was slick? You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm live to speak about this is amazing because they were safe because I was zoning there. Okay, I lost my office, you know what I'm saying? It's not safe no more. I'm safe because I can always manufacture that, it's my product of service, you know what I'm saying? Let alone product or service in general. And they wanted to debate their ass off to, we got it themed like it's the sweet again. And this is not no goddamn sweet. So that is a hell of an accolade, you know what I'm saying, to tell them. But to be stagnant like I'm not 30 years old is crazy. But what's understood is, family relatives, like what I call what's the name? What I call the what's the name? I don't know what I call this shit. I said something like I can't find a job because I walk like my shit don't stink. What I call this bit? Can you check? I think you can. I just don't remember. I don't remember. What's the name? I don't remember. That was an accident. Nah, but yeah, so I can't find a job because I walk like my shit don't stink. And really, it's like, no, I don't. They're like, no, you just want to be different. We're gonna still make it fall like that's how you. It's like, well, I haven't seen, I haven't said nothing. So something needs to give. So that's why I'm like the whole understanding of those accolades pertaining to those situations. The people I know, I'll hit up just to chill. Talk to them like, okay, what y'all doing for money? And then they tell me, and I'm like, no. It's working out good. It's better out great. Yeah, man. I don't know not near one wrestler that don't give me credit for helping them get their combination of root moves down. If I was their sparring partner or not. But something you telling me about what you do is fishy about why we not making more money. Let alone me, if you want to leave me out of the bag, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I was a quiet person because I will always try to help myself after I help everybody. I never ask for help. Everybody can ask me for help as much as they need, and then I will help myself with the product and service of that type of echelon or accolade too. I've been caged in for that, thinking my shit don't stink. It flushes though, so it's not like I just let it linger. But yeah, it's more. We know I go live to people. I don't want to be belittled as a man, right? You know what I'm saying? When we was teenagers, people was like they was the swaggy or the funniest, and I didn't want to be belittled. Like I was in that to buy my own clothes, car. I didn't want to be belittled. So now I'm back on live trying to figure out how's y'all men doing? You know what I'm saying? Or if you a man, you get what I'm saying? Something has to give. And I can't imagine chilling with y'all and y'all telling me that y'all watch like y'all listen to different type of music now, y'all watch something, and I'm just. Like I really feel like y'all don't want me to hit y'all up or y'all don't pull up on me because I'll be like, listen to this song, right? And whatever y'all be watching, that shit gon' boom. And then y'all get turn on your phone and y'all turn to something y'all, and it's just like, and I'm like, because that's what it is I'm backdoor, like I'm outside the world. Like I'm like my shit don't stink. But then y'all tell me you walk like your shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's like, do we not understand how funny that shit is? Like I don't want to call out nobody's name pertainingly to, you know what I'm saying, the gestures. I don't, cause anybody, I would hit anybody up. Like I was hit some people up until like y'all know that I don't bothering people. Well, I'm not asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have my money and then, we have fun. But I'm in a position where I don't know where I'm going to have that money. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun. And that's cool as shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to call a few of y'all. Because I think it's cool how I'm in it. It's like when I was a kid and people saw I was eager to get a job, down to getting a job when I was 14, 15, 18, and I was eager to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like if I need to go make the money, I'm gonna make the money, but I'm not gonna make the money that jeopardizes people's lives. And now I'm 30 that same way. I think that's cool. So that's why I wanted to call people at that time, that whoever I called, and be like, "What's good, bro?" and shit like that. So, cause it's like to be part of that type of swagger, you know what I'm saying, that can acknowledge the outside looking in, thinking that they're inside more than someone else, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I just think it's cool in general, the way that I talk to my friends, and people be like, "Oh, what happened to da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da," and they be like, "What happened to Zemaine?" I haven't said none. All right, so, yeah. So yeah, I just like I said, I wanted to do a live of I'm out the suite. I did. I kind of talked it, but I didn't. I want to just make a direct live about being out the suite and what I expected to do out the suite, and what don't make sense of delays. Two, niggas know me with underclassmen as Detective Webpoolz or Young Webpoolz. You know what I'm saying? How people will be under my wing, like my youngin KT, which is, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? So, if he's not a role model, how I treat underclassmen, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, all that's going to be coming out of school since we went to school will be pertaining to us underclassmen. So, it's just like, just to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened is main. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody want to give money to put in a position to help raise kids without them feeling like they can keep an ego? For a duration of time, have an alibi to act a certain way to they spoken to from that man that will tell them they don't have to act that way, because they don't want to hear that from people that are hiding that they want to act that way. You know what I'm saying? Even if they've shown that they haven't act that way, you know what I'm saying? They want we didn't want to hear from people that you don't have to act that way, even if they was disciplined. If they could give a position of someone that don't act that way, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll make you meet this guy that don't act that way too. If he do, it's just another person just disciplined, and they would, but he'll put them in a position where they might even understand, all right, to go to their next upcoming to meet the person. It won't be another person that's gonna tell them not to. They're gonna meet someone that's gonna be a debacling debate of maturity for them being disciplined, and someone releasing not to be in that type of shadow or shade. Those pertaining things people don't talk about. So yeah. Yeah, so, you know, my whole thing of being live right now is sitting here while you guys are going to do a story tomorrow or after this video. It's just like, what are y'all doing? You know, it's just regular comedy I don't want to say right now, just for me to say what I was just saying when I made this video. I want to delay how y'all know that I'm funny, and would be roasting for how, like, when I show my face in general too now, the years of social media being on a upspringing spree. But the main thing, though, is what social media means for communication and whatever I don't want to explain, like I said. But I do know, the last video I made, and what's the name, to social media, we are more than our physical body. And I'm the only one out the goddamn circle, or for lack, I was gonna use that word for lack of better words, out the hut, you know what I'm saying, out the information, out to the principle, out the swag, or whatever word I want to use. My phone about to die. I'm the only motherfucker out the circle. Because I guess, you know, I guess when I close my eyes, I joined the circle, but then that's only for a short amount of time. And wherever I'm talking about, people do that with their eyes open, so that's why it's not called sleep on my side. As I got papers called trouble sleeping or something. And I said, I think I sleep well. Then that parents said, when they asked, do you have trouble sleeping? I said, no. She said, yes. And I said, I don't call it trouble sleeping. But, you know, happy birthday 6 days for my birthday type vibe. It's not what I say. You know what I'm saying? And that's corralled around me, right? Tell them, and from people that, you know, it's like the understanding of time. So people might doze off, but still be there. You know, what's the word? A breath, illusion. And because I don't go into those type of things, I don't know. And, you know, like nightmare, right? Like I explain in videos of summonings, of understanding in the old medieval times and back to before medieval to the medieval times too. The Greek and Roman was the last heritage that had the summoning by 10%. You gotta have it on 100%. So it was the fraud of claiming summonings why court never really got jurisdiction. But like I was saying in the last video or so on the handle, I'm not trying to elaborate because, like I said, I want to keep the way that I want to joke a certain way, but it's just understanding of me telling the subject of story, and stories have more than just a page to it. And I'm just saying the subject. Yeah, you know, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it right here, right? Y'all got cars off car lots before, right? I don't even want to explain it. I want to keep it sounding stupid. Because if I explain it, like I said, I'm thinking my shit don't stink. So, but y'all got cars off car lots, right? Right? And when we was younger, we was hearing about the mafia, you know what I'm saying? And the Willy Wonka movie kind of gave us that metaphorical understanding of old economics and check about shift to judicial, executive, and legislative, just as a second nature motion of movement of priorities and check and responsibility. So, you know, when y'all, you know, is the air out the atmosphere of the same things we thought about who we are asking cars for, or is niggas just building cars and falling off the cliff? You know what I'm saying? Is it just a cliffhanger, like people just are trying to find the edge? Like, it's going to get cars watching somebody trying to find the edge to go get a car. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck is loaning or renting a car out or to buy a car and we don't know, you know, we're not talking about a company builds a car and they patent the car, obviously. We're talking about taxes. You know what I'm saying? We are talking about why we understood. When we heard taxes, we understood reinvention. No one heard taxes that didn't understand the reinventing of something. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, the reinventing of something or the inventing of something without saying it was made that the time isn't there for the smartest brains. So someone in the circle that can cultivate themselves into one of those type of intelligence invented something. You know what I'm saying? And taxes was the understanding between the delays, but the safety and security asset and responsibility we get with the lack thereof we have while we get it. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all getting cars, because I'm telling you, I don't need to be here another day. Let me say it like that. When y'all getting cars, and what am I doing sitting here? You know what I'm saying? If I can tell them, it's an in-house job. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got from the suite. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause talking about cars, that was before I went to the suite. Understanding my big cousin on my dad's side, or one of them, told me a story, and I'm listening, and we both from Georgia, and I'm like, you snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's another example of, like, let me go free, or this all gonna be what's the name or some shit. Y'all know what I'm saying, I know what I'm saying. Yeah, so then in my late 20s to 30, I did domino effect, the whole in-house, why the world feels like it's a never finding edge cliffhanger or cliff, you know what I'm saying? Which puts, like I said about, it's like I'm the only one that don't know about the Mayan calendar or some shit. And pertaining to the situation of, like I said, people, you know, I've been in school and was young Webpoolz and people couldn't imagine shit of me, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas go to school and you could tell why they're different from the stuff they was peer pressure to be imagining or until it got worse with the younger generation. They're like, we don't gotta listen to a pirate. And it's like, school boards? You gotta listen to school boards. But that's how it can just go over. I don't know who would tell someone they gotta listen to a pirate, but thank you. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, y'all. All I wanted to say is so. That's all I wanted to say. All I wanted to say was thought so. Goddamn. Not saying nobody pop up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love this handle. You know what I'm saying? I do that on my other handles. They be like, "Who are you? You thought so what?" You know what I'm saying? They play dumb. Like, okay, that's your character. But like I said about like in general, how I grew up. And my parents said, you didn't follow us because you're too aggressive. You have to know my noise before you even figure out what not to type to search me up and make it off. I'm shocked Rated Z isn't looked up. I can't believe I've had this rapping name for more than a decade. And it doesn't have a ratio arithmetic or algorithm of 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 3, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. And that's what I mean also about the Mayan calendar. And like I said, I guess I'm the only one out the loophole because I choose not to indulge. And closing your eyes, you don't have to close your eyes to go in a nightmare or something. But what would dreaming and with your eyes open is called daydreaming, you know what I'm saying? What would that be called? It's called nightmare. So, medievals know how people live off of those type of multi-dimensional tesseracts of living. The rows of beds in the beginning of time. And I guess they see a pirate moving, but nowhere to fit that type of thoughts after, like I said, getting called trouble sleeping, then wake up like nothing happened. For years, you know what I'm saying? Class 20, man game. Played every position in football, day in and day out, sunrise, sunset, eyes closed, and you know what I'm saying? Wrestled that same way. And certain noise stopped when my eye got slit, you know what I'm saying? Wrestling, whatever history repeating type of understanding that is, just to really stamp what I mean about, it's like because I don't talk about certain subjects out loud. It's kind of a sore loser thing. It's not even it's not common sense, if you see somebody not trying in basketball, or like me, right? and I'm beating you, you're not gonna tell me to try harder. You're gonna try to beat me for doing stupid things and winning, or games too. Like you see someone mashing buttons and beating you, you're not gonna tell them to play slower. You're gonna try to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of piracy, finesse that, kind of like blows my mind when it comes down to when y'all go to car lots, y'all see like the edge that would never be there or some shit. Yeah. So I need to go to the store, but there's an edge that will never be there. It's an in-house thing. Down to, like I said, getting told, we hearing what's the problem, and when I got called about from people that understood, at least older than the little sister, then you need to have a grown man in your life, a man in the house, or, a man that, you know what I'm saying? And because it's crickets for my family, but I'll say class 2013 man gang, you know what I'm saying? It's the riddle something. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, which disgusts me to not get my phone answered. Like it's some type ding dong ditch or hide and seek game. Easter egg scavenger talk or some shit. So yeah, the main problem, right, is I've talked to more than a lot of people I've talked to. People, because, I'm not talking about in a relationship. I'm talking about, like, educational purpose and economic wealth. I've been in a debate of wealth with a lot of people. And it's all died down to be talking about the car lot and a cliff that edge will never be found. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? And, I don't know when it comes to class of 2013, man, how people got to talk about wealth. Who the fuck think I'm about to wait? And it's just like, all right, I'm known that way, but what am I doing? I'm motherfucking waiting. And that's where it that's where you hear the cops are alert before they even call. Y'all get the car lock in? For a pirate? And then, you gotta call friends up and see, let's try to get you a car. Oh, class of 2013, man. Welcome to the cliff. They want you to fall off with no edge. Go get a job. And I go back to my big cousin. I was like, you snitch. You know what I'm saying? For class 12. Because, I can probably, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but convince somebody to make some money, right? I can convince somebody to make some money, right? Like, you see what I'm doing? I can convince somebody to make some money, right? I can convince people to be against me. I can convince somebody to make some money. You know, I can convince someone to be against me without trying. I can convince someone to make some money. So then that's when I understand people are busy, but you gotta think if I have to work hard to convince someone to make some money, it's like, can I trust people? Then it's like, okay, maybe I'm celebrity status, like I said, how family talking to me. But what celebrity can I talk to? Because this is the type of thoughts that go through my head while I finish all the juice in the refrigerator. Recently, I barely was drinking it when I first came here. Now I'm just like, I ain't convinced somebody to make some money. I can't. So I just finished. Cause like, what's it? So I can convince somebody to make some money, like, you know what I'm saying, down to the president. You don't think I can convince the president to make some money, like school projects? You remember Obama went after Osama, OSAMA, you know what I'm saying? And someone I think there's a rapper or something that got Osama tatted on their neck, and they didn't give no terroristic vibe. No terroristic vibe. So let me tell y'all, right? It's like this, right? So I used to chill with a lot of y'all, right? Almost phone call away type, right? To everybody. And we used to talk about celebrities. What would our conversations be now about celebrities if y'all call me? And I'm just walking like my shit don't stink. Hey, I convince people to make money, right? So, that's the clear up why I said, well, let's talk about celebrity. Like, what? So, because then their life doesn't need to be in jeopardy because of how I talked about celebrities before I made my first song, to the first song to a decade later. Like I said, that's beyond me for what internet is known for, and people look up everything, and Rated Z hasn't hit a 1 for 3. Is that Rated Z is rated? And then the last letter of the alphabet, that's a 1 out of 3 chances when they look that up, they click your name. We're saying looking up that name. Hold on. It's 6 o'clock in the damn goddamn morning, and you taking a shower. If you got somewhere to go, you got. I don't hear. I'm telling you, it's this in-house thing. You know, it's because it's more of like, there he go again, but now he on another handle. I can convince somebody to make some money, or is that why? All right, so whatever I'm saying. Because I don't hear water running and who's up next to take a you on. That's that in-house. Let alone, I'm gonna raise my hand that I'm about to take a shower. So it's defending the next motherfucker that's gonna know that's embarrassing, so he gonna take his ass in the shower. And then I'm stuck here looking like I don't take showers. Y'all know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. So, because people can convince me to take a shower, okay? I promise you, I could. Water running can convince me. So you have to unconvince me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you know what the problem is? I'm 30 years old, right? And I didn't roll, right? Everybody's acting like they can talk to me like, road what? Like, you didn't roll? Like, I'm not 18 saying I'm an adult now. I didn't roll. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, someone just came out their mouth and explained they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like an 18-year-old saying they're an adult now, they know. I am 30 years old, and it ricocheting, like, that shows you how you know, like, when they hear about ancestors or some shit like 17 again, like, you know, they're like the ancestors are really like the fountain of youth. Like, they actually will act younger than you and shit like that. Or, you know, they'll be like, your grandparent looks younger than you, or, you know, something like that. Like, they're like, they actually younger than you, or hip more than. That's what that is of me being 30. And I'm like, I didn't roll. And it's like an argument, like I was saying, about I'm going to criminalize myself about telling them when I didn't roll. It's an easy fix. Where it's like people are saying, what instance? And it's just like, the instance that I'm not threatening nobody? Hey, a threat coming my way is an easy fix too. It's just not the easy fix. Like what I say is the easy fix when people said they're not threatening. It's like, it'd be like jumping those two things. Like, that's what this life is really about. It's about, I be hearing about, like, nobody's threatening me, right? So it's an easy fix and quick, and you get a job, like my shit don't stink or some shit. And then someone threatened me, not understanding. I was talking about it was an easy fix. if there wasn't a threat. And then when someone threatens and knows it will criminalize them, they're not going to snitch on themselves anyway. So both is easy fix. It's just not the time duration when it wasn't a threat. And that's the problem why I like jumping on this handle after I talk what I talk on my other handles. Because it's just like high. So now I jumped on that handle, I jumped on that handle, I jumped on that handle, I jumped on the algorithm is caught. Welcome to the handle. I don't give a fuck about y'all seeing that algorithm. I just was doing my own economic of algorithms. And I think it's funny. I think I give a fuck. You know, because it's like I said, because it's like the manhunt game, right? So on one hand, it's like, oh, he about to jump on that, he about to jump on that, he about to jump on that. It doesn't. Yes, it does. Yeah, I jump on this. They said it matters, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I guess I'm a publicity act or something. But the point that I'm just making, though, is nobody here in this house wants to take showers more than me. And for it to be like, I don't want to take showers is beyond me. That right there is a telling of, like I said, car lot and then a cliff that is an edge to never be found. People keep falling off. I guess the nightmare or some shit. But the point that I'm making is, I talk about anything. I don't just talk, okay? Actually, I don't even like to talk. I like when other people talk. I like, and I know how to ice break if no one wants to talk. That's when I would like to talk because I'll choose to never be the worst invitation and give someone enthusiasm to talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my videos are. It's to be enthusiastic about life. And I'll be the stupid one. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, go have fun. Go, you know what I'm saying? I'm the stupid one. I don't know how the world works. I get finessed. I'm the one that thought I can find love. You know what I'm saying? In the world where everybody doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Go have fun. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You know? That's why I make videos, because I don't like talking. But to, the vast space, the vacuum void of emptiness, of sorrow from somebody needs somebody to be that enthusiasm. Oh, I'm going to go right ahead to make y'all go right ahead and bash me out my name. And like, I need this type of publicity, so I should have never talked or something. And be this column for years now that I can sense the minimum Georgia what a video on a handle to why I say I get on this handle means. And yeah, because it's like I said, I walk like my shit don't stink, and it's like what we're pertaining to is I don't like to talk anyway. It's like that empty space that I used to be the quiet one in the circle, and then when the day be dead, I will remind people how much fun we had. I'm not in the circle no more. You know what I'm saying? Pertaining to physically, obviously, because I detected web accounts and therapeutic vibe, but pertaining to like people catching the rhythm to keep the engine going. They don't need me to always try to cheer up the day, and that's why people hate me. They start looking at the calendar and they time and be like, Zemane's been working with us for 5 months. Last 5 months before I worked with Zemane on last night. Like, why am I happy every fucking day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to have a dry day. I might have an accident day, but I still don't even call that dry. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was having. Like, people always like chill with me. It's like they start thinking about, like, before I met Zemane, my days was dry as shit. Like, and Like, it's like he told me that, it's like he think he's slick. It's like he's told me stop complaining. He think he's slick. Nigga, you stop. Ain't nobody complaining. About to end this goddamn line because I think that's exactly. I swear to God, it's like niggas is mad that they ain't complaining no more, and they trying to say that I cheer them up because don't nobody want to hear that shit, and I didn't say that. But that's just like, it's like, well, you don't want to hear me complain? Fuck you. I swear to God, it's just like, I'm trying to get back to being quiet, so you cussing me out. If that's what you want to do, instead of understand the individual that I was being, that's fine. Okay, I swear to God, they started thinking about before they met me, and how that I was always approachable, and I don't call them, but they can always call me, and then they just like, wait a minute, before I met him. But I was complaining about meeting somebody like him. But I didn't think that I wasn't complaining. Like, I wouldn't complain after meeting somebody. So I need to complain. Then you don't want to see me complain. I want to see you happy. I wouldn't. Nah, fuck you. You know what you think you slick. I walk like my shit don't stink. So that, you know what I'm saying? The main thing that I'm just trying to have as a proposition of understanding is people are falling off a cliff where we can't see the edge. And it airs out the atmosphere. And we can't see the edge to see how the air is falling out the atmosphere or something, but we are smart enough to know we was going days of complaining, and it was, wait a minute, we're not complaining the same way no more. What are you saying? You don't want to hear that shit? I'm like, I swear they're going like, instead of saying thank you, man, you really brightened up my day. Ever since I met you, there's never been a dull moment. They're going, what the fuck? Nigga, are you trying to tell me you don't want to hear this shit? And that's like the best type of controlled substance to have to better the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just one person, and my whole point that I'm making is, if I chill with my old friends and hear them tell me like celebrities they watch, is it gonna sound like Detective Webpoolz filing? Or is it gonna sound like I'm roasting them like I roast them in school about the Jordan tell you can wear Jordans, shit like that? Did Jordan tell you to wear that? You know what I'm saying? When they try to get on other people for their different swags. And then shit, ask me that, because I wore Jordans and shit like that, but nah, but it's like, it's like, am I gonna hear like a tagging of, because like I said, people before they chill with me, they knew like, niggas gotta get home, or like I said, how I work great shift as an entrepreneur in my handles, and when you clock out, you don't really clock out, and I'm chivalry and gentlemen like that to really try to trace to make sure it's them clocked out instead of being followed, like their shifts still following them, to the snipers on the roof, or like the ones that don't really clock out, it overlaps. And I took on that economics and algorithm to really have everybody clock out, and I'm the only one not clocked out, which makes me clocked out too until people want to follow me. So I made that type of spiraling of the air and air out the atmosphere as an alertness to my algorithms in general, or sixth sense in general, to know not to bother people, as a radar of a radius of air out the atmosphere. Like I said, it has to be an in-house job. Why? If a suite or hotel said, we need a secret shopper that no one knows nothing about pertaining to, has an importance, but if they disappear, you know what I'm saying? We're not like depicted for the next customers, and we can watch and survey breakfast time to people's leave out days, to if they do become it do overlay into a peak, that they are noticed to a stardom of that or something. Can they still handle that type of traffic of that shift? And I was that person. To you think you're slick, when it's like, no, that I always picked up. I was the bullet catcher for the family. Like, I'm doing the same shit. Someone snitched. The cliff, you don't know what the fuck the edge is for car lots. Nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck do you not have a car? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you have a house? Why don't you have a gold grill? Why don't you have these clothes now? What the fuck are you doing? Why is this nigga the only one up? What happened to? What the fuck are you doing? Now ask me back that motherfucking question, and then I'll take what the fuck y'all want to say about me. What the fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck? Let's stop fucking playing dumb real quick. I'm playing dumb like I don't know what the fuck handle I'm on. What the fuck are y'all doing? Let that shit echo to the celebrities too. What the fuck are y'all doing? This nigga Lil Baby made a song called Twin. What the fuck is that? Nigga, you wasn't during that time. This nigga, you know why, y'all know why he made that. Everybody on this panel know why he made that motherfucking song. Or unfollow me. Cause you just clout chasing. Like, that song don't make no fucking sense. It is actually very trash. But if you listen to the fucking song, he's asking y'all not to call it that. What the fuck are y'all doing? Come on now. Let's keep it a thou wow. What the fuck are y'all doing? Did anybody try that PPP loan? Or what the fuck are y'all doing while y'all didn't try it? Because what did I say in the beginning of the video about the money talk that we had about the minimum? What the fuck are y'all doing from that type of... Do y'all understand, if y'all left me the fuck alone from me having this type of mindset, but didn't, so y'all had this minimum of how much money I inspire myself to hope that I can help y'all make, and I'm not hearing nothing like that? Is all a waiting game or some shit, and it's not a waiting game, it's an up game? The fuck are y'all doing? I know y'all be choosing y'all songs motherfucking wisely. I just, in the end, let me tell y'all something. I embarrass people all the motherfucking time. and they get over it. What job made y'all say y'all don't need to get over me roasting that way? And y'all just going, it's just amazing. Like, what happened? Because in the end, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like the live. I don't remember if I did a live before that live, but the live when she said there would be death in this house. You know, I didn't watch that back. That means I still am threatened. That's funny as fuck. Like, days has passed, and that's funny as fuck that someone lost their composure. From the way we know me, and I like to joke about ain't nobody provoke you. You really had an ill-advised attempt in trying to find an alibi, and was about that life where I call myself Detective Webpoolz, that I will roast somebody because I'm not waiting for nobody to try to off me. You off me now, or you never off me. It's not no you wait till other people want to off you and they fail and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try. No, that's bitch made. If you can't off me when everybody's watching, don't all try to off me when everybody is lurking for help or some shit. The fuck? You know, you're not. That's not being about that life. So I'll roast people because they'll say they're about that life and it's not provoking. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I was funny in school. Like, let alone talk bare minimum. It was like people trying to say I'm stern or straight faced, like I'm trying to say I'm about that life, and it's just like, oh, I'm a gentleman. Y'all call me bitch man all the time for looking for a past life wife or something and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like play fighting hands and, you know, doing the right thing and making sure the kids off the balcony, oh, you know, there's second to none. You know what I'm saying? To anything in that category. So, you know, like I said, it's not out the norm for me to ask, what the fuck are y'all doing? And that's what happened when I went on this handle, and I'm known for not instigating, and someone already had an ill-advised attempt to do something to somebody, and they got pushed to try it. Said there'll be death in this house. Okay? And I did not watch that video back yet. So that, you know what that means? That means that threat is still going, even though the cops was called. What the fuck are y'all doing? That I'm just so out the goddamn spill. Back then, when I was out the goddamn fiasco or situation, it was usually the theme lame by the end of the week or day. Usually, it wasn't theme. I'm ignorant and I don't know how the world works and I don't know how to make money and I don't think my shit stank. It was never themed. Like, it used to get themed. That shit ain't worth nothing. That ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna get no. That's a waste of time. Niggas start giggling at some ain't always themes. What's a waste of time? Like, his shit don't stink of that. Like, he ain't good at that. Now, I can get my whole life threatened and say, to be continued on another handle, and a cop talking about I'm fighting my brother after I was just on the handle, then no one would say that. Why she had to leave, get escorted out? Not escorted, right? They didn't do it on purpose. Tell her she have a friend house to go to. I think what happened is the jurisdiction has got them enveloped, unfolded, that they understand, like the Jetson Flintstone type vibe of that, what they are, to what's really moving the world, how it's moderating from they're not pulling people over and feeling like they have to hope for a royal flush by the mafia, just algorithms, so they don't know where the mafia at, but they know they're working. That is just automatically they see the flushing from each different encounter with people, because I ain't never heard someone threaten someone like that and not go to jail. But I guess it was close to how it. I ain't never. I wish I would. I told them. I got it on YouTube. I told them I'm getting called a out of body girl by my mom's little brother's. Man, he's not a girl, and he's like, hold up, like you need to look into something. And I called the cops, and I told him my name, but I want to sue under another name because I know you can sue under another name. He's like, yeah. And I went to jail for false name. I think he thought he was trying to find a warrant under my name. But not only that, I get upheld for false name. They even spelt the name wrong. What false name? Did I get upheld for your charge? So, once again, that being said, in the positioning thereof, everybody knows I don't leave no stone unturned. I'm not that type of person. If you say you want to fight me, leave other people out and let's fight. Don't ever instigate a fight to crab and barrel me, because I am not going for it. And that's what I mean about like someone has a threat against me. They had ill intent. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? That's not devil of me to get you alone and be like, hey, do we have a problem? Because I'm not gonna sucker punch you because I can sense it. I'm going to ask, man to man, do you really want that issue of a lifestyle? Or are you just around the wrong crowd and it's a peer pressure? Or do you forget that you don't control the world because you're watching somebody control the world the way they intended to control the world? And other people say that's not controlling the world, and you want to be a joker card of that understanding. You know, I never listen, let's just keep it at that while, okay? I'm not the person you say hi to, and you're not about money. That doesn't mean like you can't say hi. I mean, like, if there's no money in your sarcasm or, you know, political stance of talking, stop talking to me. Just be your no money making self and talk to me. Do not lie. Like, don't talk behind me and you're not making no fucking money. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like, I'm the type to push on to the side. If you think you can make money without me, make that motherfucking money without me, because that's money for me too. You know what I'm saying? If you talk behind me because you think you're gonna make money without me, your money. I'm and Detective Webpoolz doesn't threaten people with making money. Okay, so I'm gonna make money, and I'm gonna be clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be looking at me like, oh, you just think your shit don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just think you're never wrong. You just think you're always right. You just think you don't do nothing wrong. No, niggas backdoored me. I didn't threaten them back, and I got out the fiasco and made more money. Okay, class of 2013 Manhunt gang. He threatened me first and went to go pull something. He always threatened me first, and I made money off of that, and then they fell off. And because people didn't see how finesse and smooth that was, that I made money and kept their life without it being in jeopardy, they made money. hours, days, years later. Off of, you know what I'm saying? So now that type of algorithm, which is because that's a rare string to pull and let go and watch it ripple effect back. I'm asking y'all, so at the car lots, you know what I'm saying? We forgot that these are a loaning of cars from somebody that you give enough share, you can have your own because they're equivalent. It's equivalent to whatever other word I was going to say, equivalent, for lack of better words, to more cars being able to be stored. Because you seen the crunching and the company or the business, the machinery of it happening. It's not the person that put that invention, because that had to be invented to be, you know what I'm saying? Every law was invented, you know what I'm saying? There's someone behind the invention of the laws, you know what I'm saying? Let alone together as what people don't understand but intervene to not give respect. So it's just, that's the problem when it comes to, you know, all my different handles have a certain amount of followers differently to this one that I have to ask, that I would ask on all my handles if I haven't, but I might have said it in some type of way. But this, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Okay, I don't talk to none of my family leaders about celebrities, but we've talked about celebrities and goddamn gave my shoulder a massage. Now I'm calling back from those massages and we don't know what the fuck going on. Oh, y'all left me for dead. Y'all left me for dead. And it's fine. The problem is I was prepared for y'all. Y'all was massaging my shoulders. Y'all didn't, or you know what I'm saying, y'all didn't see me sitting on y'all massage. I saw the threat, thirst, and coercion. They're touching me, but the second I'm out this bitch. Ain't nobody wasn't prepared to be left for dead. You get what I'm saying? So that means y'all was prepared for me to be prepared, for y'all to be prepared, for me to be prepared for imagination of AP calculus and algorithm intelligence that I'm gonna get on infinite if they prepare. I'm gonna win the chess piece movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always get on top from when y'all move up to if y'all get prepared type of verbing, you know what I'm saying, type of actions taken, and we just gonna keep getting this on the road. But so something's gonna give, and it's not me. There's no way it's gonna be me, and y'all gonna, I ain't had to do all that since football and basketball and wrestling, and you know what I'm saying. It will never be me that's gonna give out. Okay, you know I might get shot, but Casper's friend's dad proved there's more to the world, and he got his body back. So whatever y'all didn't learn from that metaphorical Mafia trivia to Director's Cut, it's what y'all didn't learn. But I don't know who chilled with me, and I massaged my shoulder, like get them for years, that I'm calling as a survivor, and y'all like, oh, what's up, man? Yeah, now I just, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm free, right? Yeah, I'm busy. I'm free, not, I'm free. Why won't y'all chill with me? Y'all didn't see Salt? Y'all didn't see the movie Salt with Angelina Jolie? And she said she's free? Like, I'm not saying I'm free, come chill with me. That's up to y'all. I'm saying like, I never call. Y'all always call. And I always pulled up early or on time. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm calling I'm going to pull up early or on time, or I'm sorry, I don't have the transportation this time, but we can work it out. And y'all saying, I'm the learner now, and okay. No, we talking about celebrities? Yeah, oh, no, nothing. You go live your life that you too busy to talk about now. You know, like, I never was Hollywood. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, like, I'm going to be the first, if I ever make it to that type of stardom status, actually. But so an old friend from the workplace would say I did make it to that stardom. That social media didn't exist. And an old friend of my mom also confirmed that type of understanding. That's a good friend of mine for keeping a track, keeping old school way of keeping in what's the name? I'm going to go to the hood and the White House whenever I want. I can't speak that for other people, but I can speak that for the mafia. You get what I'm saying? Level. And people are friends that won't derail what I'm saying. But I am saying I am pissed. Like I said, that I want to explain more stuff, but I'm gonna let this video slide. What the fuck are y'all doing is enough for I want to elaborate. Wait, I want to get into a lot of things between if I went to talk to them when I was at this age, but we was like, man, we know you goddamn are in wrestling, about to go into a whole fight, or we know you still trying to play football. We know you're busy. So we know you're keeping these things in mind just to keep us, like I said about, I only talk to keep people enthusiastic for their next days. And, we know I keep that type of upbringing. And now at 30, I'm still doing that upbringing. But no one's to be found, and it's like a neighborhood kid, neighborhood mom vibe. You know what I'm saying? All the kids and spread their wings, and they just want to bash me instead of respect. I'm okay with them flying. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's more of like, yeah, we know I'm funny. All right, so I'm gonna end this live like this. Okay, this is how I'm gonna end the live. We know I'm funny. We know I'm funnier than Royce. Okay, we know I'm funnier than I just say Royce. I'll just say Royce. K-A-N. We know I'm funnier than Royce, right? Let's just visualize that when we talk about upperclassmen and class of 2013 Manhunt Gang. And who else we thought was funny? You get what I'm saying? We know I'm funnier than Royce, right? Like, we understand I did a big holding to why y'all didn't get Hayes on Freshman Friday, and Royce was on the bus singing, "It's hard out here for people. And everybody was laughing while we was going home on our bus. Okay? Whatever that was, you know what I'm saying? I'm funnier than Royce. I haven't started none of that type of sense of humor yet. Let alone, call my old buddy Opa. Two plural, y'all know about who y'all, Zemaine and then my youngin, Zemaine, and you know what I'm saying? Two, everybody know, ain't no question, I'm funnier. I was gonna say another thing, but Two, what we gonna do is we gonna sit on what the fuck would I talk about from y'all opinions, what the air's gonna cloud up what I was talking about, and we know that's not what the fuck I was talking about. I was talking about I don't see nobody showing up. You know what I'm saying? Class of 2013 Mountain Game type of. Can I tell you I don't think my shit stank? Or do we want to like I said, cloud up what we think I mean? Two, we will never know what I mean because I'm funnier than Royce. Two, we'll never know what I mean because I ain't gotta do all that type of jokes and I go to the extreme. Two, every second that passed for whatever the fuck I meant. Two, there'll be death in this house. And I've recorded that and still alive. And the older sister's like, what's the problem? Two, okay. Every second when I can go, when I talk to I know that it'll rush you for saying that I'm trying to make money this way. When I talk to it'll rush you, and when I talk to it'll rush you for saying you roasting them for knowing I made this money, because you won't do that, and to a whole web. You know what I'm saying? Webpoolz, you get the name? Understanding of every second that go by, and I didn't say what I wanted to say, let alone celebrities or anybody that can make money in general to make their own status. Every second I go by after I save this life, do not ask me for no mercy. Don't put your flyest clothes on. Go buy you some fly clothes. Go do what you want to do. That I'm the nigga that's dirty and not taking a shower because everybody knows I hook, line, sinker. You get what I'm saying? That's what discreet comedy and high and 2 years of videos is. Someone please come and roast me and then see me explain as so someone came into live, right? It was like, you know too much for your own good or some shit, right? And I don't know, I don't remember if he's art class, but reminds me of school vibe. And I'm just looking at him like, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Not knowing what the fuck you said to me. Like, at least you saying it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. So, once again, every second that passes, make sure y'all get your best outfits. You put your grown adult pants on. And remember, I gave everybody an opportunity to say hi for what I mean. What the fuck are y'all talking about? And then I roast y'all and be like, see, you're mature. I'm mature. I'm not going to be. That's why I haven't said nothing. I feel the mature barrier is still there of class of 2013 Mountain Game. So once again, it was an in-house job that failed. And I'm not going to say what like I said, for how long I've been live. But every second that I'm off live, y'all closer to that bullshit than whatever the fuck I'm asking y'all about. What the fuck are y'all doing, or what the fuck? Okay? By default, not getting the answer. Y'all closer to that. And beyond that, besides that, every second I'm not live, know that I am funnier than Royce. Where I just pick something up and they're like, why you pick that up? Y'all done clustered it. Y'all done clouded that type of, it's not that serious roasting that I do. Because know that I roast that way. I'm saying, why y'all so hyphy, so provoked off? Y'all know I roast that way. I see it on the Atlanta stages. If I wanted to do I see them ready to be like, you know, they read the comedian before the comedian gets to even do a joke. I see. That's one thing about me and Royce. If we chose to go do stand-up, we would know people will be trying to hold their last in. And defame the whole joke. And we're still funnier that. We're still funny through the defaming, right? That all somebody is now. From the attention seeking I didn't want, and then try to give me a kid's meal from it. So we know. I just say if I go downtown or go to any stage and try to do comedy, it's just, man, I ain't gotta do all that. You get what I'm saying? Type, it will prevail, but I ain't gotta do all of that. I need my baby jokes to be funny first too. I need my goddamn not joke. My not. If I gotta do all that just for my not jokes to have adding audience no type of sway to force themselves to laugh when they gonna force themselves to laugh from holding in that they was gonna laugh. No, it's not that serious. Okay, whatever that means. Y'all know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Every second after I'm not live, and the money I just talked about, and it's like, damn, I'm talking a lot from when I was younger and didn't have to talk a lot. It made a lot of money. A lot. I made a lot of money before I was 18. I touched thousands of dollars before I even had a car. So,
for it to go backwards. Every second I'm not live. Oh, and y'all playing dumb? Don't let it eat you up, okay?